team riders, they're very picky. Like they're never happy with what they have. They always say it could be better. They always want to have better performance, and that helps us to do really, really good products. Yeah, yeah. Especially in the foil development. This is a hard development process. Yeah, but especially there, you need to have people that only aim for the best.
Well, let's jump into that. So you've got the new Maniac foil system. Can you give us a bit of an overview of that system and what were you aiming to achieve in developing those foils?
Yeah, in the beginning, we had a really, really good cooperation with an Italian brand, and we helped. Balz was in the development team and Mickey as well. They gave feedback, and we had great products in the beginning, but in the end, we could never make our final decisions. Like when it came to yes or no, it was always them who decided. So we were part of the development. And so after a few years, we said, okay, it's probably time to start our own foil development. And it took us really long. Like when we started that project, the goal was from my side was very simple. Actually, I said our core business is wing foiling. So Ensis is everything around wing foiling. So we want to have the best wing foil in the market. And I thought it would go much faster than it finally took us almost 2 years to do that development. It took us like almost 1 year to find perfect mast fuselage connection system that opens all the options for the next 5 years to do development and whatever comes up to be open to these developments. And then we started with the first front wings and first foils. And Mickey was one of our team riders. He's an engineer, so he has a lot of technical feedback. We were looking for a good foil designer from Germany. So we had a really, really good team together. And Michi is never happy with, like, he's so picky with performance. He goes out, rides a foil, he comes back, said, it's good, but I know we can do that better. So they go back, change the prototypes, do new things. And once we have developed the front wing, I thought, well, that's easy. We're done. And no, we are not done. We have to work on the stabilizer now. And we learned that the stabilizers are an extremely important part of the foil development. Like we do dozens of prototypes for stabilizers, testing shape and sizes and angles and everything, just to have the perfect product in the market. And yeah, so you need to have really good development team to have a good foil product. Foil is not easy. It's very complicated, and it's very high performance, and every detail counts. Like I was always angry when I had to use like 3 different screwdrivers on the beach.
Yeah.
You lose one screw, you don't find it, you miss one screwdriver, you lost it, you give it to some of your friends, it never comes back, and you're there and you cannot mount or assemble your foil. So one of the points was, I said, we want to have a screw system throughout all the Ensis products and also the foils, where we can use one tool. Like, so all the screws there use Torx 30, like one tool for assembling, for mounting, for everything. Sometimes it's just small things that are good for better performance and better usability. And so the foils is that normally takes us very long, because we do a lot of prototypes, and only when we think now it's really good, now we're happy, then we start production, then we do the final molds and start producing it. Yeah. But it was very successful. In the end, we had so far all the foils we launched, we produced, we achieved the target to have one of the best foils in the market, and everybody is happy with it.
And so if people were to, try your foils, what do you think they'll notice most clearly that might be different from some other foils on the market?
Well, first thing people see is the graphics. So they look really nice. It's
Well, that's important.
It's not important for performance, but but they look really nice. Like they're not like, it's not crazy, but they look really nice. So this is the first that the customer will see. Then the second is, if you try to assemble it, it's very simple. Like it's very simple. You don't need a manual, anything. Just you get one tool. All screws are labeled. They, these screws on the front wings, on the mast, it shown what screws you should use. So it's very simple. So this helps a lot. Like not everybody is an expert out there and knows. Yeah. So normal customers, what they want is they buy a foil, they assemble it, they go on the water, and it must work easily. And so what they notice, this is what they notice first. It's easy to assemble, not complicated. Like what we recommend as a foil set with the combination of a front wing, stabilizer, and mast. This is always a combination that is perfect for 95% of all riders out there in the market. So they jump on it, and from the first moment they feel comfortable. That is very important. So it's easy to get it going. You have a lot of control. That is what they realize. So that was the main focus for performance-oriented riders. They realize that our foils are really fast, very forgiving. Like in the last development process, a school that is very close to our office, he called me and said, well, I have a project, like a charity project. We collect money and we do the channel crossing from France to the UK with one of our team riders and himself. And he said, well, we support that normally. And there was a photographer, and he said, and I'm looking for a foil. He used like a race foil to go fast and was training for a few months. And I gave him one of our new foils, the Infinity, standard size 690 and the standard mast, and told him, well, try this one. It is fast. It is very forgiving. And he came back and said, it is crazy. I have the same speed as with the race foil, but a lot more comfort. I feel more comfortable. I can go for hours, and in the end, I have the same speed. So that channel crossing he did with our. It was a prototype at that time, but already from the final mold, everything was like final. And he said this foil is as good as a race foil, but much more easy and accessible. And